Alright guys, I am headed to the grocery store, and you think, why am I filming this? Because right now I am mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually exhausted from my leg day. So I think I've hit that point in prep where leg days specifically need to be very low stress on my central nervous system. But life doesn't stop during prep. So, we carry on. I get a buggy, I'm going to do my best, power through it, and that's it. Enjoy the vlog. What's up, dudes and dudettes? Back with another video. Before we jump into today's topic, I do want to give a little bit of just a life update. Obviously, I am dragging from that intro clip, and I feel a little bit better today. I think it was literally just because it was leg day. But weight loss is finally back on track. After a very frustrating week, I got back into the 175s. I attribute that all to sleep. And if you don't understand how important that is, go watch last week's video, because I better, more at ease now. I am thinking about dropping my calories, maybe another 150 to 200, just for the next couple of weeks to really bring that beach aesthetic whenever I go to Atlantic City. But we'll see. We'll see how it trends this week. I'm not making any adjustments until Saturday. I at least want to have one very good night's sleep before and away and afterwards before I make any decisions on that. With that said, we're going to jump right into the topic of today's video. My God, I'm that excited that I'm kicking things, and my little handy dandy Fitfluencer light here. It does not help. It doesn't help at all. But again, fitness is 97% lighting and 35% steroids. So I got 97% of that down. Today's video, I want to talk about posing. I want to talk about what is actually going to matter. What am I going to look like on stage? What do I have to hit? And I have some very rough drafts of some posing at the end of the video that I'm going to critique live. So, as live as it can be. I'm going to watch it as I talk in real time. So, what am I going to have to wear? We're going to just rip that Band-Aid off real quick. Historically, I've worn board shorts. That is just regular physique boys. That's what they do. Now I have to wear these lovely things, but it could be worse. I could be wearing this. No. All due respect to the Predator, Kai Green, no thank you. I feel like this is a very middle of the ground, as scantily clad as I will ever be on stage. I can't say in public because budgie smugglers are absolutely a thing that I will be purchasing, much to my wife's dismay. If you don't know what those are, look them up. Have a good laugh. They're great. So that's what I'm going to have to wear. I'm going to have to buy those, and that's what I wear on show day. It's not much diversity. Like with the board shorts, you could have different colors and patterns to a certain extent. Now everybody is in black. Evens the playing field. Good thing, bad thing, we'll see. I'm sort of indifferent. I have different poses that I have to hit. And I want to read specifically from the Men's Classic Physique page on OCB Online. That's the organization I've competed in since 2017. Judging criteria, mandatory poses. There's the symmetry round, quarter turns, so front relaxed, side relaxed, rear relaxed, still, posed, but you're not flexing any muscles really. You're just sort of easing into it. And then you have your muscularity round, front double biceps, side chest, rear double biceps. Remember that one. Hands overhead, abdominals, wow, and thigh. And then competitor's choice of any classic pose. They have some examples. Here's example 1. Here's example 2. I am leaning more towards example 2 with a little bit of a variation as a call out to the late, great Z's or Ziz. Never really got a clear indication on how you pronounce it. He says Z's. I am 90% sure, remembering back to fuckboy days in college watching these videos. RIP in peace. One of the great ones. So those are the poses that I have to hit. Obviously, bodybuilding has a lot more. Just to give you guys a little bit of a comparison, if I go to just the men's bodybuilding, muscularity around front or rear double biceps, front or rear lat spread, left or right side chest, side triceps, hands over head abdominals, hands on thighs, hip most muscular, crab most muscular, hamstrings curl, double calf raise, left or right side serratus, left or right single quadriceps. Talking it's going to be a rough video. And then they have some videos for examples. Not performing poses in the manner specified may result in lower scoring from the judges. That is not part of the classic physique, but I think it would still carry over. So that's what I've got to be graded on, scored on, is how do I hit these poses? What do they look like? Well, this is very different than just my quarter turn, prance off stage from the physique shows I've done in the past. What do I look like now? I have some videos that I did this past week, one from a chest day, one from a back day, one from a leg day, that I want to critique. So we're gonna bring them up right now. I'm gonna get through them as quick as I can. But this is the back day, or I'm sorry, this is chest day. So it takes a while to set up the camera. You can see my abs are definitely coming in. Front lat spread is still chest, if that makes sense. You really want to focus on puffing the chest up, trying to get that shelf look. My upper chesticles are probably the most lagging body part I have, and there really is no differential, like the pec is the pec, or chesticles, scientific term. But yeah, I'm also trying to figure out to get my shoulders square so that one pec doesn't sort of hang lower than the other. But yeah, just mental cues, that's all this is, because I am not going to have a mirror on stage with me. This is all going to be visualization in my mind. So doing this with a video and then sort of playing back my mental cues, eventually I'll have to start practicing without any type of reflection device. Then you have sort of side triceps, side chest a little bit. Again, not all of these are ones that I'm going to have to hit come show day, but I'd rather get into them right now. So then left side, obviously you can see here that my left side, right side. Look at my ring finger. One side, my right side, is definitely bigger than my left. But from a chest perspective, I think they're a little bit more balanced. But yeah, rear tricep here, just to see, and then this is the serratus. Very briefly, it's not in yet, the fingers running across. Here you can see my chest really popping and that separation down the middle. I've prioritized my upper chest over the last couple of years. I think it's come in very well. Still not where I want it to be, but I don't think anything in my physique will be where I ever want it to be. So yeah, another, just really practicing sort of a front relaxed pose. It's not really a lat spread that I'll be doing on stage, but I'd rather put my body through a little bit harder of a posing routine right now because this is exhausting. So then come show day, I'm used to hitting all of these poses and I just have to pick a handful to get through. So that's chest day. Now we're going to jump into leg day. I apologize in advance. I kept my shirt on, if that's any consolation. But here we go. This was post a heavy leg day. Actually, this is the day in question from the grocery haul. So it's a poor angle. Again, lighting is horrible. I'm in desperate need of a tan. I would like to see quad separation. I can see it now. Again, this is really shit lighting, but it's not bad. Front quad, just to do a flex here, left and right leg, just to get an idea. You can see a little bit here. Squint, really squint, and make sure the lighting is perfect. See a little bit of separation from the side between my quad and my hamstring. I really want to get those striated hamstrings and a little bit of the glutes. Not that they're going to be showing a lot, but I would like to get that because that's a level of leanness I've never hit before. So quad veins, quad striations, then I'll know I've made it. But you can see definitely some width here on the legs. Again, one leg is obviously bigger than the other one, but they're coming in as far as leanness in a similar fashion. Again, horrible lighting. I'm sort of creating a shadow over my own glutes and hamstrings, but it's getting the mind-muscle connection. So you see me grabbing my legs there just to make sure that I'm flexing the way I think I should be flexing. Here you can see a little bit better with the lighting. Quad separation, nowhere near what it needs to be. Come show day, go back earlier in the video when I had some of those guys like High Green on there. My God, like not only a size but a leanness that is just out of this world. But you can see that definitely it's coming in here, trying to get that mind-muscle connection with flexing the quads. Most people aren't used to flexing their lower body. So really just mentally cue, okay, what does that feel like? All right, and then compare that, go back, look at the videos. All right, well, if I'm feeling that way, this is how it would look. But yeah, that is the post-leg day. Now, my personal favorite, save the best for last, my back day. Back has always been one of, I think, my strongest features. I am the definition of hate to see you go, but love to watch you leave. God, I hate myself so much, and I think I'm dating myself with that one. But I have always had a good amount of size on my back. It leans out very quickly. Basically, back, not lower back. That's where I carry all my fat. But this was a very good feeling after watching this back. So here we go. I also, just as a side note, I have the same like routine when I step back from the camera. I sort of like brush off my abs, and it's don't ask me why. Don't ask me why I do these things. It's a tick. I don't know, but it's not the tumor. I know that. Again, side chest here just to get a little bit more of the serratus to see, and also with the bicep pump I wanted to see how that looks from the side versus having the tricep pump. Here again, front lat spread, you can notice right here the difference that my chest looks. It doesn't look as full. It's not coming up as close to my chin. I don't think it's just my posture. I think that's just the lack of blood in the chest. But hold that thought. So again, front lat spread, working on hand position. Do I curl my wrist? Do I keep them straight? I am detailing this down to minutia. Again, figuring out right bicep, left bicep. You can see the vein coming in on my right side. I have never had this bicep vein pop. It's another goal of this year. I have weird goals, guys. Very weird goals. Your goals should not be like mine. If they are, talk to me. We'll start a support group. It'll just be the two of us comparing and critiquing our own physiques. Doesn't sound like a bad idea, actually. So trying to figure out which side is best to present to the judges from a size perspective, but also from a leanness, vascularity. This is all very test footage at this point. And then as I get deeper into prep and I can say, okay, well, at 14 weeks out, my left leg looked bigger than my right, but now actually it was more fat in that leg, even though I don't think that would be the case, but maybe it is. Right leg is actually bigger, more vascular, and leaner. I'll lead with that one. So all of this is subject to change, but this is very preliminary, just to get an idea. So here we get into the back lat spread, and it's amazing. I mean, everything, the Christmas tree is there. The lats are even. The mid-back, the traps are still coming in. The rear delts are very big. I'm going to showcase my back as much as I can in my individual routine. I think this is where I really crush it. I could be wrong, I could be biased, but I think this is one of the best shots. The best shot is about to come up. So this is the lead up to the back double bicep. Now before I hit the pose, how you get into each pose, showing like a flawless, seamless transition, making it very fluid, is key. You don't want to appear robotic. Michael Myers' gross muscle movements, not what you want here. So working on the transitions, not just the poses, is also very big. Not what I'm focused on right now, but that concept of reaching up, making yourself as tall as possible, and then coming down and hitting this. Especially when I get leaner, you can see all of the muscles in the back. I think it's gonna be the wow factor. It really is. So right there, I could focus on getting my elbows turned in a little bit more so that my bicep, because again, remember, I'm gonna be up on stage. So it's really leaning back and making sure that bicep pops. The delts still looked capped here, which is very good. But yeah, this is an amazing shot. I'm just trying not to look at my lower back fat as much as possible and just focus on the good. And another little cue. So this is the over the head thighs and abdominals, abby normals. This is probably going to be a tough one just because of my ab definition and composition at this point. We'll see. It might look better as I lean out. I just feel like when I do this, my lats disappear. So I got to figure out how to make this more aesthetically pleasing. And then here, trying to do a vacuum failed spectacularly. Now look at my chest now. See how it's very rounded, almost looks like I have a chest pump, because I do. The posing is a workout in and of itself. I'm not looking forward to grueling long hours, literally, of posing over the next 12 weeks, but it's necessary, especially if I want that muscle-mind connection. I'm going to have to do it. So yeah, that's going to wrap up the video. I wanted to at least give you guys some physique updates, a little bit something different. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like, subscribe, comment. I really want to engage with you guys down below. That sounded horrible. That might not make it into post or be edited in post. I don't know, I'm still new to the terminology. But that's it. I'm going to stop rambling. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Get comfortable being uncomfortable.